Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel for mprugs.com. My name is Mike Pana, I'm the owner, and in this video I'm going to introduce you to one of the best known Persian rug weavers. This is the Isfahan rugs made by the Serafian family. I have several examples here, and just thought I'd introduce myself as I do in all of my videos. So in this video, it's going to be all about the rare, genuine Isfahan Serafian rugs. The Isfahan Serafian family got its start approximately 100 years ago when the Grandmaster Serafian, who was actually a banker by trade, he was an investor. He decided that he was going to pursue his passions for fine Persian rugs, and he decided that he is going to basically contract with local weavers and designers. He was actually not a Persian rug weaver. His family background had been in the financial sector. He was basically a banker, and so he decided that he is going to hire the best designers, the best weavers to make just absolutely the finest Isfahan rugs that he could. That's where he's from, and so he became known as one of the premium rug manufacturers in Isfahan. The Serafian family has then also flourished. He had 7 sons. All of them got in the rug business, and now the eldest Serafian, from what I understand, passed away in 1975, but he had passed on his passion to his children and his sons. And I'm going to show you a few examples of them right here in this video. We're fortunate to have about a dozen Serafian rugs. Due to their extreme value, I only showcase a few of them in my website. I mean, we're talking rugs, we're talking about carpets that are well in excess of $100,000. And so I don't put them on my website, but they are available for when clients want to see them. But I do have a few other pieces, for example, like these pictorial pieces right here. In particular, while obviously the Serafian, the Isfahan rugs are very famous amongst the Persian rug collectors, there are 2 that I am personally absolutely thrilled about that we didn't even know existed. And this is the 2 silk keeling pieces that I have right here that I'm going to show you. Chances are, even if you are someone like myself who grew up in the Persian rug industry, and I mean, we are wholesalers by profession, we have never until recently actually seen one of these rare kilims made by the Serafian family. And these pieces are all about 50, 60 years old. These are not made by what is now basically the 3rd generation. These are the grandchildren of Haj Serafian, the Grandmaster. Those rugs are not as thought after. They're also very fine pieces, but when you talk about Serafian rugs, you typically refer to the rugs that were, in this case, we have Sadeh Serafian. We have 2 pieces that I'm going to show you. They have the signatures and everything. These are genuine pieces. And these are about, I would say, 60, 70 years old. but they are pristine condition. I mean, these are basically, like in this case, these were just hung on walls. Exceptional art pieces. And then I'm going to also introduce you to my favorites. They may not look like much, but these kalends were actually made by the Serafian family. We had heard about them. Rumors, that's basically what we knew about them, was basically through rumors and everything. And then to actually be able to hold them in our own hands and to be able to actually purchase 2 of them was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, these to me, as far as I'm concerned, are like Picasso's. They're such rare pieces. And so I'm going to show you a little bit about the rugs, show you examples of them. Thought I'd introduce myself real quick. So I'm going to see you again as I always do. And I'm going to get behind the camera and then I'll show you all about the Serafian rugs. So I'll see you again here in just a second. So here I'm back again, always behind the camera here. On the ground here, what you see is a large Serafian. This is 2.5 by 3.5 meters, roughly 8 feet by 11 feet, 12 feet in length. Again, this one was also, let's see here. This one was also, and I hate to use the word made, because these are generally rugs that are contracted by the members. In this case, it was contracted and it was supervised by Sadeh, Serafian, and the signature is right there. You can see the elaborate signature, Iran, Isfahan, Serafian, and there is Sadeh. These are extremely rare art pieces, particularly in the large size. The design, colors, everything very classic for Isfahan rugs, as is silk foundation, of course. Very fine pieces, but what really makes, is what sets them apart, like I said, if it was not for Serafian, this price would be easily half of what it is. So being that it is a Serafian, and when you look at the knot count, I mean, you're talking a rug that is extremely fine. These are typically rugs that have over 900 knots per square inch, which is well over 1 million knots per square meter. Just extremely extraordinary Persian rugs. Again, very thought after with collectors. But I mean, again, you're looking at a rug right here where the price, if you were to be able to find this in a rug store, and typically what we do is the rug stores don't carry these types of rugs. What they do is they contact the wholesalers who specialize in these types of rugs, in the hopes of being able to get one. And of course, when rugs pass from one hand to another, everybody wants to make money. You can easily spend way over $100,000 on this rug right here. This is one of the reasons why the fine Serafian pieces like this one are not, I don't put them in my, they're in my website, but these are really in the collectors section only. Our retail clients have asked us not to put them for everyone to see because, like I said, because of the pricing. You can easily spend, I want to say, up to $200,000, up to about 180,000 euros on a rug like this. Obviously, being that we are the wholesalers, we don't charge nearly that, but our retail clients have asked us not to put them on our website. But they are there. They're just, it's something that you would have to contact me for more information. What we do have on our website, and I got several smaller pieces here. I mentioned to you earlier about 2 pieces that are so rare that if it was not for the fact that we know exactly where the rugs come from, we have the history, we know what's going on. If it were not for that, we would not believe that these are genuine pieces. And I will tell you about the kilims here in just a minute. But here we have another Serafian. This one was, this is roughly 2 meters by 1.3 meters, about 6 feet by 4 feet. And again, you have the Serafian family signature at the bottom. This one was also made by Sadeh. And you will notice that also in the signatures. For example, when you compare this signature, it says in the background, actually made for Seyrafian Isfahan, Iran. You can see that in English. And then on top of it, it has the name woven. Versus here, you don't see the English writing. And this is kind of traditional. The Serafian family, they don't have one single signature. They typically vary them a little bit around. And this is also very common that they will add these to the kelim. They don't actually put the signature into the rug. But like I said, these are very traditional pieces. And again, just to give you an idea, take a look at the knot count. I mean, it's just absolutely phenomenal. When you flip this over, this is like the best of the pure silk rugs. It's just absolutely amazing. These are art pieces. This is not something that you would place on the ground and just walk on. This is something that most of the time people hang on walls. And in fact, let's see here. Yep, right here. This rug, like I said, we bought this from a collector. He had it hanging on the walls for decades. And you can see they went through and they had the elaborate backing added, and then they put the rug on hooks. And this is also very typical. But these are very rare pieces. We have, like I said, we have about we can easily have about 10 of them. We also have larger pieces. I mean, the prices are just phenomenal. And I'm not actually going to feature them in the videos out of request from our retail clients. But what I do want to do, I want to introduce you to 2 rugs. Again, these are probably my 2 favorites. And again, they may not look like much. And the best example that I can give you is I saw a Picasso where he did a drawing with a pencil on a piece of paper. Wasn't much, but 100 years later, that little drawing sold for a ton of money. I saw it on the news. And apparently, the story behind these kilims, and again, these are actual Serafians. The story goes many decades ago, they ordered a few of these pieces to be made. And you have the large piece here with a cotton foundation, and then the smaller one here with a silk foundation. And these have about 900 to 1,000 knots per square inch. I mean, these are just absolutely phenomenal pieces. These were made for the Serafians, who then gave them as special gifts. And there's only apparently a few of them that were made. Again, the Serafians they took care of all of this. They saw to it that they were just, I mean, these are just probably the finest kilims I have ever seen, without a doubt. And they then gave them as gifts, special people. We did not know that these existed until we have heard about them, and we had seen pictures of one that was sold at a rare auction years ago. for quite a bit amount of money. And so and that's all we know. So we had never actually seen them in person until it was the end of 2020. So I don't know when you're going to see this video, but at the end of 2020, we were able to purchase these two pieces, and these are such rare pieces. I'm pretty sure they're not going to be staying with us for, like I said, we got them at the end of 2020. At the time this video now is taken, 2021, I would be surprised if they will be staying with us for more than a year or two. These are such unique collectibles. And I'm pretty sure I've been asked this many times, you know, as far as value on rugs. I always tell people, I said, I do not like to tell people that rugs are worth more or that they're collectibles or something. That's just not who I am. I will tell you that the prices of rugs have gone up over the last 15, 20 years, but that has to do with economics, has to do with politics. There's a lot of different things that go into the evaluation of rugs. But when you talk about rarity, these two pieces are about probably as rare as they come. So I just thought I'd introduce them to you because once they're gone, I don't think I'll ever see rugs like these again in my lifetime. Again, here is another example. These are all about 60, 70 years old. This is made by the sons of Haji, the Grandmaster Serafian. And then here we have the larger piece right here. So I thought I'd introduce you and show you examples, a little bit of a background into the Seyrafian Isfahan rugs. Hope you liked the video. Subscribe. If you have questions, put them in the comments section or email me, especially if you have any specific questions about some of the other Serafians that we may have. And I look forward to putting more videos on YouTube. So wishing you the very best and see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.